Recently, there was a long investigative article in the New York Times about high school students in this country being forced by their schools to join the Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps, also known as J.R.O.T.C. This program is funded by the U.S. military. According to the military, J.R.O.T.C. is designed to teach leadership skills, discipline, and civic values to students. But it is also their way of channeling young people who may have other career options toward a career in the military. Students in JROTC classes are required to wear uniforms, to stand at attention, to salute and recite patriotic declarations, to participate in weapons handling and obey their instructors' orders, much like they would in a military setting. In fact, their instructors are not teachers at all. Most of the time, they are current or former military personnel. According to the New York Times research, there are roughly 3,500 high schools across our country that promote JROTC. And while the Pentagon guidelines state very clearly that JROTC classes are supposed to be elective, the New York Times found that thousands of public school students are being pushed into JROTC classes without having chosen them. Either the schools require that students take JROTC or the schools automatically enroll students in them. When students protest that they have no interest in the classes and ask to switch to other courses, they are often told that they cannot because in their schools JROTC is mandatory even if the Pentagon says it is not. In fact, the investigation found that sometimes students are forced to take the classes even when their parents go to the school to protest. The New York Times also found that the vast majority of schools with high student enrollment in JROTC are schools attended by a large proportion of non-white students and students from low-income households. This is a point I made in my book, Price of Duty. There is no doubt about it. The U.S. military, through JROTC, disproportionately targets minority groups and low-income students to find the soldiers it needs to fight its wars.